Welcome back, it's Barfly 2. It's time for some more bar chat, just to fill you all in on what the Mos Eisley Barflies have been up to over the last couple of months. To tell you all the truth, it's been a very busy time with work for all of us. We've not actually got much time on the tabletop apart from a couple of heresy games. We have been busy though, painting, sticking things together, sticking our fingers together, just getting some of these armies up to date. Barfly 1's been chipping away at his Blood Angels. I've been reinvigorating my Space Wolves, and Barfly 3 has got some Night Lords on the go. Although it's been quiet in terms of videos for Star Trek Into the Unknown, we haven't forgotten about it, and it is still pretty much our favourite game at the moment. Barfly 1 and myself have managed to get a couple of games in with the new open test missions that have been out for maybe about a month now. I do recommend you all get out there and give these instant missions a go. They're lots of fun, lots of different things, quite different from the incident missions that are already out already, but that's not a bad thing. It's a very good thing, and it's good to have some input on the development of the game. So I do highly recommend that you get out there, play a few of the games and send your feedback into the designers. In terms of what's coming up, we all know that Glory and Zeal is due to come out in August, fingers crossed. We all can't wait to get the Cardassians and more Klingons on the tables. Some lovely new ships to play with as well. At the moment, the Barflies are planning on getting some more playthroughs on the table, mostly with some Rising Tensions content, because as it stands, we've not actually had any Rising Tension playthroughs or plays with much of the content of that kit. I think the open test missions, we actually used some of the officers for the first time, but we've not even had any of the Klingon ships or the Miranda on the table yet, so fingers crossed we'll get some sort of footage and playthrough for you out soon. The other thing I want to ask is to actually ask you guys, what would you like to see from the Star Trek Into Unknown content that we're doing? We've done lots of guides, we've done a few playthroughs. Would you like to see more of these? Would you like to see a kind of podcast chat about missions, or more mission breakdowns, or more ship guides, or more officer guides? Let us know in the comments. Just really want to know what you want to see on the table. Then we can actually try and get it out there for you. As some of you know, I work within the education system. This gives me a chance during the holiday to catch up on creating some content for the channel, and sometimes that includes my own little prep projects and pet little favourites that I've got. One of these is Dungeons and Dragons Onslaught. I'm aiming to get back to filming the Tendrils of the Lich campaign. It's just a fun little narrative campaign that I really enjoyed splicing together. I got 2 episodes done last year, including a conversion of a starter set scenario, which I used as an introduction to Tendrils of the Lich and put a narrative framework around that. Those 2 videos are available on YouTube as we speak, and the scenario's available on the Dungeons and Dragons fan Facebook page. Links to these are in the information script for this video. If you are tempted with Dungeons and Dragons Onslaught, it is available on offer with a bundle deal at the WIZKIDS store at the moment. Anyone that's not tried Dungeons and Dragons Onslaught, it is definitely worth having. It's a bit of a beer and pretzels game, but it's lots of fun to have 2 teams fighting against each other and some AI creatures moving around the table. Just really good fun team action, and there's some new products coming out for it. There's a new campaign with boards which introduces solo play elements, plus you'll be able to create your own custom characters for any miniatures you've got lying around, to create some more freedom for actual play on the tabletop. Both of these products are due this month, so that's May 2026, and I'm really quite excited for them. You might ask why? Well, actually, with the custom character kit that's coming, I've actually had a brainwave. Why not combine Dungeons & Dragons Onslaught with Star Trek? Now, I know there's been a few tabletop skirmish versions of Star Trek in the past, looking at Gale Force 9's away missions and Modiphius's Red Alert for Star Trek Adventures. Onslaught rules to me, however, seem to play more towards the idea of Star Trek. You've got two parties, two away teams fighting against each other, and there could be third or fourth parties out there on the table contesting things with you. So it seems a no-brainer to give it a go. So I'm actually working on some rules using Star Trek Adventures miniatures that I've got lying around that I've been painting up, and I just really think this has some scope for at least to be a fan-made conversion for things. So I'm working through some ideas for stat boards for the characters, and the custom character kit for Dungeons & Dragons Onslaught will help with this. I'm also working on abilities and equipment cards that can go with these, that can just be upgraded as we go. The beauty of the Onslaught rules is that it allows for 1 to 4 players to be playing on the tabletop at the same time, each with their own warband or party or away team, if we want to call it, if we're doing Star Trek terms. Plus, we'll be able to make this miniature agnostic kind of with this as well, because there's been quite a few different Star Trek miniatures for away teams available in the past. Star Trek Adventures miniatures are available as STLs for 3D printing, and you can still find some out there in the wild. You've also got Star Trek HeroClix Tactics away teams miniatures available, and Gale Force 9's away mission miniatures. Again, if you're interested, just let me know in the comments. I can always provide extra information and videos on this in the future as I develop it once the custom character kit is out for Onslaught. I think it's going to be a fun little reskin, given that I've got the miniatures lying around and I've got Onslaught lying around too. Because so many of the other Barflies will be working over the summer, I'm also working on another project that I can do solo. Yes, I've been playing Battletech Aces and Alphastrike, so the plan is that over the summer holidays I'm going to do a run through of the solo campaign. I'm holding off at the moment because I'm too busy with work and there's plenty of other people doing the same sort of things out there, but I would just like to have a narrative run through and it'll give me something to do over the summer holidays. It's a lot of fun, and I do recommend that people watch some of the stuff that's out there, particularly the stuff getting produced by Focht Network and Linvander Studios. The Mech 7 and their Battletech Aces playthroughs are excellent. Plus also Ken and John at Ion Radio, who have done a really good Battletech Hinterlands campaign and their Aces playthroughs. Great stuff. Anyway, that's it for this month. Hope you've all enjoyed that, and we'll see you on the tabletop again soon.